right, well, this might be a short video. Again, no articles or anything. This is coming straight off of X or Twitter, whatever you guys would like to call it. But this is basically what has happened over the past 24 hours ever since Marathon Alpha was released. Obviously, we know that the NDA was lifted, so people were streaming it, people were talking about it, making YouTube videos about it. But overall, I wanted to see what people liked and disliked about it, especially people that are in the Bungie community that play Destiny 2 and like Halo, things like that. So we're over here on my Twitter right now. I liked a few posts because I really wanted to see their takes on it. I didn't really read them or anything. I'm just like, oh, okay, I know, Grenader Jake, I know Glad, both really big Destiny players and streamers, content creators who do raid runs and stuff like that for World's First. And then we have a few other people too. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So Grenader Jake here says, for the first 8 hours I played Destiny 1, I disliked it. I got lost doing patrols. All the materials confused me. I almost gave up. Maybe consider giving Marathon more of a couple hours before writing it off. There's a lot of controversy that's going on with Marathon right now because it is not Destiny 3. A lot of the resources from Destiny 2 are kind of getting taken away so it can get focused on Marathon. But people are looking at it, and some people are just not liking the fact that Bungie made an extraction shooter. People are saying, oh, it's just for a trend thing. I'm not entirely sure, but to me, it's like it's a different game. I'm willing to give the game a try. I did the same thing with Destiny when I went from Halo to Destiny. I was the same way. I was upset about it. Like, hey, they're not making a Halo. They're focusing on this Destiny game. What the heck? So I'm willing to give this game a try, and it does look appealing to me. So again, I don't have an alpha code, so I'm still waiting on that email to get it. So I'm just constantly looking. All right. So then we have Glad. Glad said this, and it's actually been pretty long. His is very long. He says, I want to be honest and real for a minute. He's like, the whole Bungie Marathon Destiny situation is so weird to me. It doesn't make sense in my brain, which is totally fine. You have Bungie making the most successful sci-fi live service looter shooter of all time over the past 10 years. They already known for Halo and Destiny to get to the next level. Destiny starts to fatigue, development starts to become lazy and stale. Bungie effing owns the live service shooter market with basically no competition, so there's no reason to change because it sells. But as things remain stale for Destiny, there's a huge window open in the market. A Destiny 3 fresh start could have been the greatest gift to the community. A community that is far beyond a cult following. Ooh, okay. Probably taking shots at other games and stuff. Okay. It would have plunged life back into the franchise. You two just cannot hang on forever, which is true. There's only so much that you can do for that game. I think it's for when it comes to genres itself, my personal thoughts on this. I think like when it comes to like certain genres, there's only so much that you can do, because then after that, it's just like it repeats over and over and over. Like it's with shooters, like in general. Like when you think about battle royales, there's only so much that you can do. You can have like little modes in there, like have like, I don't know, an arena playlist that's in a battle royale game, like team deathmatch and things like that obviously come from arena shooters and things like that, like how Call of Duty multiplayer is. I can see like there's only so much that you can do, but then after that, people may like it, people may not like it, and then it's like pretty much that's when the game just starts to crash down. The games that usually stay up are the ones that are like single player games, have story, and that are, I would say, pretty much modular, where you can actually be able to like, add more to the story and stuff like that. I guess you can say with Destiny, but again, it seems like with Destiny it's been kind of dragged on long enough. But let's go ahead and let's just get further into this. Okay, so then they said, so instead they canceled D3, which is Destiny 3, and launched a brand new game. It's not PvP like Halo. It's not a Destiny like, it's an extraction shooter. Kinda a weird genre in my opinion. I still think because it's fairly new. That's what I'm just saying. You have all these Bungie Destiny fans that want to like Marathon, but the truth is, there's little crossover between Destiny players and extraction shooter players. It exists, but it's not what many would want. So who is the target audience here? And here's the thing, there was something like that with Call of Duty. When Modern Warfare 2 came out, you had Warzone players, you had your multiplayer fans as well, but then they had DMZ in there. They had co-op, and then also had DMZ. And DMZ was actually very interesting because that was like their first take into extraction shooters and things like that. So it actually makes makes sense that they, you know, wanted to experiment and try. And the thing is, a lot of people were actually liking the game. DMZ was still in its beta. It still is. If you probably pull the game up, it still probably says DMZ beta on Modern Warfare 2. The game was actually pretty well received. Now, the thing is, it clashed with the rest of Call of Duty, mainly with Warzone, because the movement and like the items and the features that in the backpack system that was in DMZ was also in Warzone, and people were upset about it because it was more casual based, not leaning towards pros and stuff like that, which again, I state all the time when it comes to these games, you got to look at both sides. You can't just lean towards listening to only pros, because there's actually more casual players than pros themselves. It's just, it is what it is. If you lean more towards the pros and just stick with that only, and you just pretty much blow off your core player base, which is your casuals, pretty much you're just going to like suffocate your game. That's pretty much what happened. So here we go. So going further, they said Destiny players want Marathon to succeed so Bungie can succeed, and therefore push resources back into Destiny and have Destiny succeed. As for Marathon right now, it doesn't look like it's revolutionizing the video game world or anything. It kind of gives off a been there, done that extraction shooter vibe. I know it's early, things could change, but these are my early impressions. Furthermore, they said, so the whole thing just kind of confuses me a bit. I don't know. I just feel like a game-winning ball was dropped hard. This isn't a hate post. I wish Marathon succeeds, at least at a minimum, selfishly, so that Destiny continues to get more love. This is more of these are my shower thoughts kind of post. Take care, everyone. Much love. Which I think is awesome. Like, he's just voicing his opinion on it. I will say that it just voices opinion on it. Now, my thing is, when it comes to Destiny 2 and going to Destiny 3, Destiny 2 has added so many campaigns and so many DLCs, and on top of that, we had some that were, you know, dropped, like the Red War and Forsaken, things like that. My question is, from what Destiny 2 has been doing, and also they have another one that's coming out, it's like Edge of Fate or Fate of the Edge or something like that, that is coming out around this, like sometime this year. My thing is, what's going to be very different from Destiny 2 to Destiny 3? That's my whole thing, because you have these constant different changes, stories and things like that, to the point where it's like, I don't even think that Destiny 3 would really come out, because there's always a new story that is just going to be developing, and that happens with Destiny 2. That's my thing. And plus, on top of that, people are paying for these DLCs almost the price of the $70. If not, it's like $60 or $50 or something like that. So that's my thought about the whole thing with Destiny 2, Destiny 3. And the thing is, people may enjoy Marathon, but then say Destiny 3 comes out, some people may not like Destiny 3. Some people may just stay with Marathon. Who knows? Or vice versa. It's just how it is when it comes to you know, people with different styles of games. There's some other stuff like people were talking about with Marathon. They were trying to compare it to Apex Legends. Some people were saying like Apex Legends is not a hero shooter. It is a hero shooter. The reason why is because you have specific abilities like ultimates and things like that for a character, and it's not actually distributed amongst other characters. So the thing is, yeah, it is a hero shooter. Very specific people with very specific things that nobody else has. So yes, it is a hero shooter. But people keep arguing like, no, it's not a hero shooter. It's a extraction shooter. No, it's the game mode is an extraction mode, but it's a first person hero shooter. The thing is, it's a subgenre. that's what I try to get through to people's heads, is that it's a subgenre. So let's see here. So then we have Gothline. There you go. I was about to say something else, but it was Gothline. Gothline says that they played it, and this is what they said. They said, got a couple hours ish with Marathon. Gunplay feels excellent. Visuals are good, but the style definitely won't pass appeal. And that's what it is with a good amount of people. Some people do like the style, some people don't like the style. It is what it is. Depending on game flow, you might not have many player encounters for better or worse. Curious about longevity. What will be done to keep the formula fresh? Totally fine. Totally fine. So then there's another thing that happened when it comes to this game. Shroud was playing it yesterday and was having some fun with the game. Found out that the game has aim assist. Apparently there's aim assist in the game for mouse and key. So this kind of sparked a little bit of controversy as well. But let's go ahead and hear what Shroud said about the aim magnetism on here.
They need to just remove the mouse aim assist shit, the magnetism. They just need to throw that out. I get that they're trying to balance between consoles and PCs and stuff for crossplay, but it's only going to ruin the PC part of the game. You're basically trying to like help PC be balanced against console, but you're just watering down PC. You're making PC and mouse and keyboard players basically feel like shit because you're like, hey, here's an aim magnetism to help you fight controllers. PC players and mouse and keyboard players would rather just improve their mechanics on mouse and keyboard than have an assist. And they would rather take the loss against a controller player than have an assist to try to balance it. I think that's really weird, and I think they should just remove it. I think they should just remove it completely. It's really weird.
So my whole thing when it comes to the aim assists and things like that, where I disagree with it is like, or where I disagree is what Shroud said when he says it hurts PC players. Not only that, it hurts console players, because this also would make console players not want to do crossplay. And the part where I agree with him is where it hurts PC is because of the crossplay. He would want to disable crossplay. If this is kept in the game, people would want to disable crossplay on console and play with only console players, and then PC players would have to play with only PC. That may split the player base, which could potentially hurt one or the other. That's just my personal thought. I don't know. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. I'm not entirely sure. Just like with Shroud, you know, it's his personal take on it. But again, everybody has their own takes, and that's totally fine. Totally fine. So here we go. The crazy thing is people are like talking smack about, you know, Marathon. Like, we heard the good things and also we heard the bad things as well. But this person, they had said this. They said, wishing for Marathon to fail on launch because you're mad Bungie didn't invest into Destiny 3 is so odd. I got like 7,000 hours on Destiny, and while I loved it, I know Destiny 3 won't fix everything. Peeps will get mad stuff is gone and beg for stuff to be pulled up from Destiny 1, Destiny 2. And then he also added to this. He said, do you think it's going to dethrone Tarkov? I don't think it's going to, because Tarkov is more of a hardcore extraction shooter. That's like for your really experienced wannabe in the realism type of extraction shooters, which is totally fine. But I think Marathon is more of a beginner level, trying to, like, if you're brand new to the genre and you want to learn more about extraction shooters, like, this is one of the games that you could play. That's my things, my thoughts about it. But he said, probably not. I'm going to clock more hours in it than I have in Destiny. Probably not. Am I going to have fun in it as an entry level extraction shooter? Absolutely. Mostly though, I hope it succeeds so that they keep pushing the envelope. And my thing is they just need to add more extraction shooter games to console. That's like my big thing going on right now, because not many extraction shooter games are in the console space. So let's see here. So this is the last part I wanted to show. This is actually pretty interesting. So somebody said Marathon closed alpha test, and this is not everybody. This is not the whole player base, but if you look at it, this is on SteamDB going to Marathon. Looking at the Twitch stats, it actually looks pretty nice. But again, there's some sponsor segments. A lot of people are coming to check it out and everything. I think it reached the top 3 on Twitch overall, which is pretty good. 27,000 followers, number 68 in wish list, which is pretty good. But their current player count is at 27,562. Actually, no, that's followers. I'm sorry, that's followers, not actual players. So looking at it, going back here, they're saying that this is the player count right here at 6,711 at an all-time peak. Which again, like for an alpha, it's not bad, because again, it's limited. They only giving out a certain amount of keys like on the first day. So I don't know, compared to the amount of keys that they put out compared to like how many people are playing, I'm not entirely sure. So I just put it in here. I said, just imagine on the PS5 and the PlayStation platform as well. If PlayStation and Xbox were ever going to pull numbers up, I wish Xbox and PlayStation were like SteamDB, where they would actually show like player count and things like that. That is something I really, really want to know, because then we can get very accurate information of if a game is doing well or not, and not basing it just off of one platform, right? So again, Marathon, it seems like it's doing well. Looks like some people are having fun with it, some people are not having fun with it. And again, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but my thing is wishing a game to fail because it is not an extended franchise of the game that you enjoy. That's messed up. And again, that's just my own personal opinion. I played Destiny. I played Destiny 1. I played Destiny 2. Big fan of it. And I sunk a lot of hours into the game as well. But I mean, I'm willing to try it. And again, some people just don't like to adapt to the change. Some people don't like change, and that's totally fine. And some people do like change. So we'll see how it all irons out. But that's all I got for this video, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. And it's Alpha Chino. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Actually, I gotta get back to work. Sorry. Later.